In this question, they give you a line segment joining A and B. It's a diameter. Diameter is very important. So if we draw a circle, it's passed through -5, 2, so it's approximate here. And then it's also passed through 3, 4. So 3, 4 is approximate here. The circle passed through these 2 points, and this is the diameter, which means that diameter is here, and then we have the center at the middle. From the center, we can draw a circle. It's approximate like this. We are going to find out the equation of this blue circle. In order to calculate the equation of circle, you need two things. First is center. They do not give you explicitly, but they tell you that AB is diameter, which means that the midpoint, the middle point, is the center. So to get the midpoint, then you just apply the midpoint formula. That means the average of the xy position. X coordinate is -5 plus 3 divided by 2. The middle part of -5 and 3, it is -1. Y coordinate is 2 plus 4 divided by 2. What's the number between 2 and 4? Of course, it's 3. So we get the center. Afterward, we also need the radius. Radius, you may get the distance between center and B, or the distance between center to A. But because I prefer positive value, so I try to compare the center and also B. The horizontal distance is between 1 and 3, so this is 4. And the vertical difference is the difference between 4 and 3, so delta y is equal to 1. To use the distance formula, is square root delta x squared plus the horizontal vertical distance squared. So delta x here again is the difference between 3 and -1. So therefore it is 3 minus -1. This square. And then the vertical difference is the height is 4 and the height of the center is 3. So 4 minus 3 bracket square. Therefore, we have 4 square plus 1 square is 17 square roots. And then with the center, with the radius, then we can start finding out the equation of circle. For the equation of circle, don't forget to write down the general point xy, otherwise it's difficult to understand. Any point on the circle, the distance from the general point to the center should be a fixed radius. So from xy to center should equal to our radius. Now we say square because I don't want the square root. Therefore, in standard form, we just write down x minus -1 bracket square plus y minus 3 bracket square is equal to r square. R square here means 17. So it's x plus 1 bracket square and then plus y minus 3 bracket square equal to 17. This is the standard form. The question asks us to write in general form, so you just need to expand it, tidy up like this. Then it's equal to x squared plus 2x plus 1. For the y bracket, it is positive y squared minus 6y plus 9. You may handle this kind of calculation in your draft paper in detail for higher accuracy. Why I can write down that fast is because of lots of practice. So it's x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 6y plus 1 plus 9, and then finally minus 17 equal to 0. X squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 6y and then minus 7 equal to 0. Beware the linkage between the x coefficient. 2 divided by negative 2 is give you back negative 1. Negative 6 divided by negative 2 is give you 3. And also, how f come from is because of x coordinate square plus y coordinate of center square minus r square is basically give you the idea how come we have the formula later on. But anyway, in this question, just make sure you can get this answer, then it is good enough. And then in part B, they say that the circle, the blue circle here, cut the y-axis. Y-axis is talking about this line, this vertical line. This is called y-axis. And then they cross at 2 points. Those 2 points are P and Q. From the graph provided by the question, P is above while Q is below. So I mark down, they say this point is called P and this point is called Q. What do you know about P and Q? First, is lie on the blue circle, which means that it's fulfilled this requirement. It's fulfilled the circle equation requirement. Second, y-axis, which implies that we don't go left or right. The x coordinate must be 0. However, we don't know the y coordinate. So first, at PQ, since it's lie on the circle, therefore x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 6y minus 7 should equal to 0. And at this time, we are talking about cut the y-axis. Since cut y-axis, therefore we know that x is equal to 0. So we update the information. 0 squared plus y squared plus 2 times 0 minus 6y minus 7 equal to 0. And then we just handle it. We get y squared minus 6y minus 7 equal to 0. We get a quadratic equation which implies that there are two roots. It's consistent with our drawing here. There should be 1 point and also another point. So it's totally fine to have two answers. And then you may use the formula 1. A equal to 1, B equal to negative 6, C equal to negative 7 in your calculator to get the answer. Or you may factorize it. Negative 7 times positive 1 give you negative 7. At the same time, it's also fulfill the second requirement, such that negative 7 plus 1 give you negative 6. Therefore, y minus 7 equal to 0 or y plus 1 equal to 0. Y is equal to 7 or y is equal to negative 1. We have to write down the coordinate of P and Q. So the higher point, it should be 7. P is 7. And also the lower point, Q is 0, negative 1. This is just a possible solution to fulfill the requirement. Don't forget to write down the coordinates. That means with a point, a bracket, and two coordinates inside. That's the proper format to answer coordinates.